beautiful viewers, this is Smitten. Welcome to episode 25 of How to Fail at Smite, where I try my hand at the aggressive tankiness that is Ares. 8 minutes before my first fail, woohoo! Just as Artemis leaves, I turn around and get frozen and then slowed by Ymir, and I barely walk out of his ult alive. I make it back to the tower, but I've only got 230 hit points left. Okay, I'm in a pinch, almost dead, need to burn those cooldowns. I pace in the tower before I see that my jungler, Kali, is trying to make the most of the enemy being out of position. And even though I'm a tank, I'm too scared to move up and relieve some of the pressure on her. When I finally notice that she's outnumbered 3-1, I take a deep breath and move in. I hesitate for a moment as Kali moves back, and as I try to snag all 3 of them with my ult, a hit from Thor's hammer and Berserker's barrage proves too powerful. Chapter 1, Cluster Stuck. And now it's time for a lesson in what not to do when your middle lane needs you to support a gank. Step 1, don't ward their jungle. Step 2, self-preservation. Make sure to be more concerned with your escape rather than your mage's. Step 3, tactical delay. Wait for your mage to die, then pull the enemy away from his final resting place, cause, you know, respect. With my teammate successfully murdered, the enemy turns their sights on me. I see Artemis coming around the corner and do my best to pull the trio into a more favorable spot and keep their attention on me so Artemis can get to work. And now for a lesson in what not to do as a tank in a team fight. Step 1, overly protective. Make sure to pin your ally against a wall and keep yourself firmly between your full health carry and the nearly dead enemy tank, long enough to properly prepare your teammate for battle with your protections buff. There you go, Artie, go on and play. Step 2, be distracted. When you have the option to take down an enemy, make sure to chase whichever one is closest to you. Don't forget to give them free shots on you. It's important that your enemy feels like they can take you on by themselves. And finally, my favorite step in what not to do as a tank in a team fight. Step 4, enjoy the show. Always remember that as a tank, you are a delicate little flower. Be sure to sit back and watch your jungler tower dive and take on a 1v3 engagement. But don't you think about assisting him because you could possibly die. Jokes aside, at this moment I'm trying to get Kali out of there, and so I chain Sobek to prevent him from tossing her back. And what do I get for my brave efforts? Well, a crack into the face, but at least Kali took Neath down. I really should have retreated a while ago instead of pursuing Neath, but it looks like Bloodlust is my ball and chain. Yeah, my pun gun is rusty. Perhaps I deserve to be shackled for it. Chapter 2, Lost in the Chaos. Here we go. Line them up. Line them up. Boom. 2, 3, and fire! Sure, go ahead, Ymir, you can take some of this heat. Oh, Ymir out of mana? Well, at least I grabbed one of them and didn't pull a squiddish. Well, now that it's an even fight, time to go all in, baby. If I could get this chain on Ymir, he's done for. But the sudden influx of people, I spin around trying to figure out who to chain. It is now evident that this was a seriously bad decision. Anhur and Kali are off dilly-dallying in middle lane while we're taking on their whole team. I'm trying to get closer to Artemis to buff her, but Thor comes crashing down on her with his ult. Time to go. Wait a second, who am I running from again? Shit. Okay, Smitten, keep running. There is no way that backwards glance is going to cost you your life. I'm proud of you, you're trying so very hard. Chapter 3, Battle of the Beards. Time to play some words. Maybe one here. No, that's not right. Okay, right here in front of us. Is there somebody there? It's a Thor. I can take you in a one-on-one fight, mano a mano. Okay, my flames of glory aren't doing anything to his health, while his hammer of justice is chunking away at my health. Maybe I should get out of here. Or I can take the double damage on the backswing of that thing. Chapter 4, Know Your Combos. A proper support can assist their allies in securing kills. A good understanding of your kit and functionality will come with experience. When you're playing Ares, there are a few things you need to know about your enemy. Do they have an escape mechanic? If yes, after you use your ult to pull them in, be sure to chain them first and then use your fire on them to keep them from getting away. Chapter 5, Once Wasn't Enough. We all know that a blink Ares can be pretty threatening, unless it's a Smitten behind the wheel. I actually ended up scaring myself because I didn't mean to use my blink. Oh well, time to make the best of it. We're trying to make the best of a DC on the enemy team and push, and I'm trying my hardest to fill the role of the Great Distractor because both Ra and Anhur are taking a lot of damage. Hey, over here! Unfortunately, the only person I managed to peel off from the hunt was Thor, and he hurts. Wait, I could probably kill him. There's one chain, how about 2? You have got to be shitting me! I fat-fingered both of my actives in less than 20 seconds? This is bad, even for me. Chapter 6, Impatience. The battle stretches on for another 15 minutes, and we spend most of it just running around aimlessly. Well, it's time to take the wheel and move on to the final showdown. I managed to get the attention of 2 enemies and their manbull. I'm taking the damage like a champ, allowing the rest of my team to make it up here. Any day now, guys. My team finally shows up just in time to watch me die. I guess that's payback for all the times I did that to them this game. The game ends with our team at an 8 kill and 20,000 gold advantage. A good game to my opponents and a good game and well played to my teammates. Even though I had no idea what I was doing as a tank, we were able to come out victorious. I wonder how different things would have been if their Neath didn't DC. Out of all the tanks that I have played so far, Ares was the beast of them all. The cripple and damage of his chains are powerful, and the fiery shield may not initially appear dangerous, but after one taste of the damage it can put out will make you think twice about overstaying your welcome. And now for the juicy bits. Ares' passive is called Blessed Presence. Every aura item that he owns gives him 30 magical power. I'll go over the best aura items for him in the item build portion. His number 1 ability is Shackles. If you connect your chains with an enemy god, you have the chance to hit them with 2 more chains without mana cost. These chains cripple, apply a slow of 15% per chain, and deal 25 to 105 magical damage scaled by 15% of your magical power. If you're wanting more harass in the early game and feel confident that you can land all 3 of them, level this first and max it second. Otherwise, level it second and max it second. Bolster Defenses is his second ability. This ability buffs you and your allies with 10 to 30 protections and reduces CC durations by 30% at max. Additionally, if you use this after shackling an enemy, it increases the protections by 7. Put a point into this at level 3 and max it third. His third ability, Searing Flesh, is the Real Man-Eater. It's a conal attack that deals 15 to 35 magical damage scaled by 7% of your magical power and up to 3% of your target's max health, taking 8 times over 4 seconds. As with the Shackles, you can either put a point into this at level 1 if you want to help clear waves or buff camps, or you can put a point into this at level 2 after your chains. Either way, you will max this ability first. No Escape is his ultimate. Ares throws out chains to all enemies in the radius, and after a 2.5 second channel, he pulls them in. This deals 200 to 500 magical damage scaled by 40% of your magical power. Enemies are also stunned for 1 second once they are pulled in. The stun is scaled by the number of enemies that you ensnare by 0.3 seconds per god. Since the only thing that really scales with his ultimate is the damage, and everyone either uses beads or ages to get out of it, put a point into this at level 5 and max it last. When it comes to items, Ares is a tank, so you should be counter building, but here's a suggestion. Start off with tier 2 Greaves instead of Mark of the Vanguard, as the second tier gives you more physical and magical protections with the added benefit of HP 5. Finish the tier with Reinforced Greaves for the CC reduction and move into Breastplate of Valor. The 25% cooldown reduction will allow you to spam your abilities more often. Voidstone is one of the best aura items for Ares. It gives him the tankiness against magical damage dealers. After Voidstone is finished, grab Gem of Isolation because of the 25% slow, 70 magical power, and 250 health and mana. The Shackles already have a slow on them, but adding Gem of Isolation into your build will also apply a slow to your Searing Flesh. Next, pick up Mystical Mark for the huge boost in health and physical protections, and also help you clear waves a little faster. You can finish off your build with Sovereignty, another popular aura item choice. This item increases your health and physical protections with the added benefit of the aura, which grants you and your allies additional magical and physical protections. And so concludes the guide on Ares. If we tickled your fancy, make sure to rate and subscribe for upcoming videos. You can also come hang out with us on Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget to follow us on Twitch to see us streaming live, links in the description. Feel free to leave your suggestions on how to play this god, as well as any feedback you may have for us in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, I'm Smitten, and I'll see you next time.
Good game. Bye.